What's up guys, macadii here, and today guys, a brand new team building video where what we're doing is we're building around Mega Diancie. Now if you're excited for this one, don't forget to hit the like button down below, I would really appreciate it. So, what we've got is Aladdin, the Mega Diancie with the clear body. When it megas up, it gets magic bounce, which is absolutely fantastic, really puts people off putting hazards down and everything like that. And what we have got a set with Moonblast, Diamond Storm, Earth Power, and Protect. Now Protect allows us to get that speed boost, which is really key sometimes, and on top of that as well, set up, things setting up hazards and stuff like that. We can just protect and just see what they're going to do, because especially things like Ferroform where they're a little bit stuck and you can see whether they've got Gyro Ball, scout for that and see what they're going to do from there. So in terms of the moveset, we've got Moonblast on here, which hits incredibly hard with our 160 base special attack once we mega up, absolutely insane. We've got Diamond Storm on there with 32 EVs in attack, which actually allows us to OHKO defensive Zapdos, the standard defensive Zapdos set after Stealth Rocks, which is really nice as well. And then finally we got Earth Power, which absolutely smacks Heatran, and is pretty essential on this set, I think. So anyway, this is very much the standard Smogon moveset. As you guys know, I like to build around the standard moveset first, and then I might come back and change the standard one later on if it doesn't fit the team as well as it pans out. But anyway, one Pokemon that pairs incredibly well with Diancite is definitely Magnezone. So Magnezone allows us to trap Ferrothorns, Scizors, Skarmories, those sorts of things that just completely stop Aladdin, and obviously Bullet Punch and stuff like that. Aladdin is 4 times weak to Steel, so being able to trap and kill Steel types is absolutely fantastic. And I think we're going to go for the Choice Spec set. I'm pretty sure it's max speed, max special attack, but we can double check on the Smogon analysis here. So I'm not a big fan of the Choice Scarf set, I must admit, because it doesn't give it much, it doesn't give it great offense. And on top of that as well, because it doesn't kill Ferrothorn, it makes Ferrothorn so much more of a pain. So I would much rather go for a spec set, which I think has quite a bit more HP. Oh, I did not mean to click that. We can click the import button and paste in there. Yeah, this has got a decent amount of HP. Does it tell us what it's outspeeding? Let's see. 144 speed EVs as outspeed minimum speed Heatran. But it does sometimes run speed investment. I think that's fine. We'll just make sure we've got an answer to Heatran. I don't think that's going to be the worst thing in the world, but being able to take out the other lot is going to be really nice. I would potentially take a little bit out just to speed creep Heatran, just to make sure that we can outspeed specially defensive variants. I think that's worth sacrificing that slight bit of bulk. But anyway, I think that looks really nicely, and with this team, I actually want to try and make it quite hyper offensive, so we're going to have a lot of really offensive Pokemon, and maybe a slightly more iffy Wall Core, but overall it should work really well. Now, if you want a Pokemon that is really good on hyper offensive and works really well alongside Aladdin to actually help us again with our Scizor weakness as well, is Talonflame. Because Talonflame means we don't have to necessarily run a Scarfer, because we've got basically priority, Brave Bird, and everything like that. So I'm going to go for the Leftover set with Gale Wings. I think Swords Dance Roost set would work really nicely here. Gives us some setup for our hyper offensive team, Brave Bird, and Flare Blitz. Yeah, and I think that looks really nice. We're going to go for max speed. Now, some of you guys may be thinking, well, why do we go max speed? There's 2 reasons. First of all, we speed tie with other Talonflame, which is really nice. You don't want to be not outspeeding them, especially when you've got an SD up. On top of that as well, you've got things like Weavile, which is 125 speed with Ice Shard, and you don't want to be taking Ice Shards. If you can outspeed and take that out, that's even better. So we're going to go for Jolly set. With 252 in attack, at +2, this thing just runs through teams, and it's really nice to have, and works really nicely in conjunction with Aladdin as well, because any rock types and stuff like that, Earth Power deals with, and everything like that, so it should work really nicely. Flare Blitz gives us another answer to Scizor as well, because Magnezone may get caught out and get bought by a superpower or something like that if someone's got, designed their Scizor set so they don't get trapped by it, so I think that's pretty good. Moving on from here, what I want to start thinking about is I want a Wall Core, but I want 2 guys. First of all, one that can set up rocks, and ideally some sort of defogging options as well. And I think I set 2 pairs, a pair of Pokemon that could work really nicely. I know I use them for all my teams, but Hippowdon Mixed Wool is really nice, because so far I'm weak to Mega Manectric, which you guys may be thinking, what Mega Manectric, how does Hippowdon wall Mega Manectric? Well, Him Power Ice actually only does 33 to 39% to a mixed wall Hippowdon, so that gives me ample breathing space to be able to switch in on it without too much impunity. Gives me a really nice wall, gives me rocks options and everything like that, so that's really nice to have. And we can go for a Impish. Gives me a handle to Megazard X, which at the minute, I guess Talonflame can get a good hit off, but I think we only do about 60%, so it's far from ideal. So Hippowdon works really well with this team. I'm actually going to turn off Sandstream for the time being, because it doesn't... Oh, I guess it does give a Mega Diancie a defense boost. A special defense boost, which could work pretty well. We'll turn it off for the time being, but I might go back and switch it off. I apologize if you can hear any background noise. Earthquake, Stealth Rocks. I'm actually going to go Whirlwind, because we've got Mega Diancie with the Rock move. On top of that as well, Calm Mind Clefable still... It could give us a bit of a problem, especially if it's Calm Mind Unaware, because it means Talonflame can't set up on it. So Earthquake, Stealth Rocks, Whirlwind, and Slack Off. So this allows us to wall Mega Manectric. We can switch into a HP Ice and heal up and heal stall it, and then hit back with an EQ and just punish it. So I'm not too scared of it at the time being. But it would be nice to have something else that's an answer to it. So we need something that can get rid of rocks. And ideally, I do not... while Hippowdon can wall Mega Manectric, I don't want to rely on it. So I don't want something too weak to Mega Manectric. So... A really good set of defoggers that would give us some offense could be the Lati twins. Now, Latios doesn't handle Mega Manectric as well. So I'm kind of leaning towards Latias, because that gives us a nice bit of bulk. We can go for that standard set of 72 in there, 184 and then 252 timid. Gives us another 110 base speed Pokemon, which means we're getting a lot of speed, because we've got the Talonflame, we've got Aladdin, we've got Latias, so we're getting some really nice offense going on here. Latias is also walled by Sizzle, so Magnezone pairs really nicely with that. I think also, overall, Latias and Magnezone have great synergy, because it's weak to EQ, immune to EQ, if it's Mold Breaker, we've got Hippowdon there, so that's absolutely fine. Fire moves and stuff like that can be taken by Latias. Ice moves taken by Magnezone. So yeah, they've got really nice synergy actually. So I do really like that. So we're gonna go for the Life Orb offensive set, I think. We're gonna go for Draco, because Draco with this guy is really nice. Psyshock, Roost, I think. Roost or Healing Wish is the option. I'm feeling like Roost. I think Roost would work really nicely here. And then finally, Defog. And overall, I think that works really nicely. We've got 72 in there, so that gives us a good amount of bulk. We've got good speed. Gives us a really nice set of speed things. So, the final Pokemon, there's a few things we could go for here. Let me have a look. So, Bishop's an option, because that would give us a nice way to trap other Lati twins and stuff like that. But then we do have Aladdin, so it's not the scariest thing in the world. We do speed tie. Talonflame hits them hard as well, so that could be an option. Let's just see what other options we got. So we've got our spinner, so we don't have to worry about that. Hooper, I don't think fits on the team. Let's see, Rotom. Rotom doesn't hit hard enough, that's the thing, and it would be nice to get something that hits really hard, or at least has setup potential or something like that. Actually, thinking about it, one Pokemon we haven't used in a very long time is Manaphy, and I think Manaphy could work really nicely on this team, because we can set up late game and you just sweep through enemies. It's got good enough bulk to be able to take hits and stuff like that, so I think what we'll do, we'll go for Manaphy for the final Pokemon as another setup, because as I said, this is a very hyper offensive team. So if we go on the Smogon analysis and see, so I think I want the Tail Glow 3 attacks with Hydration, and yeah, this looks pretty good. We're going to go for the standard Smogon one, because going for that speed means we outspeed pretty much everything. We can set up, Scald and Ice Beam hit so many things really hard. Energy Ball stops Rotom Wash, so if Rotom Wash decides to switch in, we can Tail Glow, we can Energy Ball, boom, it's dead. So that's really nice to have. We have got a Rotom Wash switch-in terms of Latias, so that's good to have, because Rotom Wash switch-ins are always really nice to have on a team. It's not the most ideal switch-in, but it's still not the worst. We've got a good amount of physical, mixed bulk there, mixed bulk in terms of Latias. Manaphy's got decent bulk, so we've got enough bulk on the team. Like, we don't have dedicated walls, but I think it's going to work really well. I'm going for Sand Force with Hippo, because I think if we go against opposing Sandstorm teams, I can still abuse it, get really powerful Earthquakes off, which would be really, really nice. And I think, while Diancite can get benefits from that special attack, especially special defense boost, I don't think it's worth it for the whole team, because Latias then gets really worn down, Talonflame gets worn down, and Manaphy as well. No, it's not worth it. We're going to stick with Sandforce to this team. But anyway, I hope you guys do enjoy the team. We will be doing a live later on, I think in a couple of days, where you guys will be able to see the team, see it in action, and we can get an idea of how the feel of the team goes. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this team builder. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, and I will see you guys at the next one. Macadii out.